This is a G3, Xpeng's first car ever. Although its space, dynamic, and build quality were relatively ordinary, it still got us all hyped up back in 2018, when smart EV were just started to gain traction in China. And now, we have a sort of upgraded one. Given that Xpeng's flagship SUV G9 has not got enough sales, and the facelifted P7i is yet to be tested in the market, this G6 is a decisive car for the future of the company. So whether you have a chance to see Xpeng cars in your country would depend on how well this SUV sells. I'm Harris, you're watching Mad EV. To be honest, upon seeing the G6 for the first time, my feelings, well, were mixed. It looks a bit too fat for a coupe SUV that has the same size as the Model Y. With such a rounded design and such proportions, it really looks like a nag. Especially with a high-profile tire and small wheels, it's even worse. However, in some details, we can still see Xpeng has put in much effort into this car. The headlights have been redesigned to increase the visual differentiation from other models, while retaining the family design. As a coupe, the roof is sort of hidden, which not only maintains the smoothness of the roofline, but also ensuring sufficient headroom. And at the rear end, it has adjustable rear wing. Although Xpeng doesn't say how much downforce it can produce, nor if it will act as an air brake, at least it looks cool. About the rear wing, I want to say two more things. First, the rear wing will seriously affect the view of the rear mirror. And the solution to this problem is, well, surprisingly, a digital one, installed by the store before delivery to the customers. Second, this rear wing will only be available at higher trim levels, while the more basic ones will have a completely different design tailgate, and the digital rearview mirror will no longer exist in these trims. So all this indicates that this is more or less an afterthought. That's why I said at the beginning that I have some mixed feelings about the car's appearance. On the one hand, some details are very refined, but on the other hand, I'm not a fan of the overall appearance. Thankfully, the interior doesn't tell the same story. Compared to the Model Y's rough and minimal interior, what the G6 offers is definitely beyond this price range. The material is excellent, the seats are so comfortable that all these words just can't do it justice. And the overall design of the interior also adopted a completely different approach with the G9 and the P7i. For me, I do prefer this interior. And the back row is just as good. As a coupe SUV that is almost identical in size to the Model Y, the back row of the G6 is clearly superior. The CIB tech brings more headroom. The short distance from the front wheel axle to the firewall brings more legroom. And the one-piece aluminum decasting process for the front and rear subframes also contributes greatly to more space. What's more, the rear seats are also very comfy. The feel, the softness, and the sitting position are all very outstanding. Only, against my 6'3" height, the back row doesn't look as big as it actually is. Now, let's look at some interesting details inside. The brand new steering wheel is quite nice. The size, grip, location are just lovely. The only downside is that it seems to look a bit too like some other brands. The dashboard is a bit small, making it hard to grab information from the complex UI. And same as the G9, this car is not equipped with HUD. The padding on both sides of the rear seats is a bit too thick, squeezing your arms when you sit at a more reclined position. But according to the engineer, this problem will be improved in the production ones. In China, Tesla's interior design and workmanship are consistently being yammered by consumers. And that is why the G6 has all the strengths to challenge the Model Y. Moreover, the advantages of it does not stop here. EIC system and ADAS are what Tesla excels at. But comparing to this Xpeng G6, it's hard to say who will win this battle. When you look at the numbers, the G6 is basically the same as the Model Y, no matter it's a two-wheel drive version or four-wheel drive version. We have not been able to drive it yet, maybe later this month. But from the engineer's expression and our experience of Xpeng's previous models, this G6 will still be focusing more on comfort than sportiness. So it could be a car more suitable for regular drivers in China. Well, at least more suitable than the go-kart like Tesla. Next, let's look at the range. Again, the two cars are very close in terms of battery pack capacity, and Xpeng's ability of energy consumption control has also been comparable with Tesla's. The difference is that Xpeng now has taken the lead in using the 800-watt architecture plus 3C supercharger technology. And although Tesla's supercharging station is more easy to find, Xpeng is far ahead in charging speed. But we guess that in order to get such charging speed, you will have to pay extra. Then it's the ADAS. Indeed, the FSD is very powerful. However, due to some regulation of data outflow here in China, FSD cannot be fully functional. Meanwhile, the XNGP from Xpeng is absolutely one of the best ADAS in China, and this G6 is equipped with Xpeng's most powerful software and hardware at the moment. Although I still found some flaws during my previous test of the XNGP, there's no doubt that it's gonna be super competitive. Lastly, the infotainment. Well, I don't think there's much to say, because when Xpeng was already experimenting no wake word interaction, Tesla was still struggling to speak normal Chinese. In my previous video, I said that the Xpeng P7 was the first Chinese car to challenge the Tesla Model 3 head-on. And now, 5 years later, this G6 clearly shows even more ambition to fight Tesla to the death. Regardless of size, power, and product positioning, the G6 and the Model Y are pretty similar. Interestingly, we can even see Xpeng's provocative marketing against Tesla in the commercial. Looking at the product competitiveness, this G6 has super high space utilization, very comfortable seats, and even more advanced intelligent features. With this, Xpeng does have the power to crush the mighty Tesla in a jiffy. Only, these are simply not enough. Countless attacks from rivals and continuously negative news from Tesla itself have failed to stop people from buying a Tesla. A simple price cut is enough to bring up the sales back. On top of that, the fact that Xpeng's car is too similar to Tesla could backfire, because one cannot achieve ultimate victory only by imitating others. If you do think Xpeng can give Tesla a bloody nose or have anything else to say about this car, please let me know in the comment. And don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share with your friends. After all, your support is what drives us to keep on. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.